All right, let's talk about something that sounds, well, kind of impossible. A massive coastline hidden right in the middle of America. Today we're uncovering what might just be Oklahoma's best-kept secret.
When you picture Oklahoma, what comes to mind? For most of us, it's probably this. Yeah, wide open spaces, huge skies, the classic image of the American plains.
But what if I told you that's only like half the story? What if the most defining thing about this landlocked state wasn't its land at all? Get this, over 55,000 miles of shoreline. I mean, that's a number so big it's hard to even wrap your head around. And nope, that's not a typo. It's a fact that just completely flips the script on how we see the Sooner State.
So you're probably wondering, where in the world does all this water come from? Let's break down the absolutely incredible scale of Oklahoma's inland coast.
To really get a feel for how massive this is, let's do a little showdown. We're going to pit Oklahoma's shoreline against something we all know is huge: the entire U.S. Atlantic and Gulf coasts combined. Any bets on who wins?
And it's not even close. Oklahoma has thousands of miles more shoreline. This just goes to show you how seriously underrated the state is as a water destination. It's kind of mind-blowing, right?
So the secret is this massive network of man-made lakes. We're talking over 200 of them. That's more than any other state in the U.S. It all adds up to over 1 million surface acres of water. So yeah, this isn't just a couple of ponds. It is a full-on aquatic paradise.
Okay, so there's a ton of water. What does that actually mean for you? Well, it means the dream of living on the waterfront is way more attainable than you'd think, especially when you start looking at the numbers.
Right off the bat, the cost of living in Oklahoma is about 13 to 15% lower than the national average. So your money for groceries, for gas, it just goes further. But honestly, the real game changer, it's the housing.
Just look at that number. Housing costs are a staggering 30% lower than the U.S. average. This isn't just a small discount, it's a fundamental shift in what's possible for your budget.
And this is where it all comes together. That 30% difference means that the budget you'd have for a standard suburban house in another state, that could get you a home right on the water in Oklahoma, maybe even with your own private dock. The lakefront lifestyle isn't just for the super rich here.
But it's not just about affordability. Oklahoma has this really unique geographic advantage, especially up in the northeastern part of the state, in an area they call green country.
So if you live near a city like Tulsa, you get this incredible combo. You have all the great restaurants, the culture, and the conveniences of a cool city, but then you have the stunning, rugged wilderness of the Ozark Mountains, literally right there.
And we're not talking about some all-day trip either. It's often just a couple of hours away. You could genuinely have breakfast at a cafe in downtown Tulsa and be hiking along limestone cliffs, looking out over emerald green water by the afternoon. It's the best of both worlds.
So you've got the water, you've got the affordability, and you've got this amazing location. But what does that lifestyle actually look like day to day? This is where it all comes alive.
Yeah, this isn't just about sitting around looking at the water. Oklahoma's lakes are buzzing with activity. We're talking world-class bass fishing tournaments. It's a prime spot for wakeboarding, sailing, and jet skiing. And all around these lakes, state parks with endless trails for hiking, biking, or even horseback riding.
At the end of the day, that's what this is really all about. It's a chance to trade the daily grind for a daily view. A lifestyle where your backyard is just this endless horizon of water and sky.
I mean, it's such a rare combination of incredible nature and real-world affordability. It just kind of begs the question, right? What are you waiting for?